No, we just tried to. I mean, we just worked on obviously certain aspects of our game. A lot of it, defensive stuff, offensive stuff. And it was a weird time actually. It's a goofy time for a bye actually. It's week 2 because that opening weekend. This was it was a different week as well, but different having a bye right then. But again, we think we took advantage of that week, and hopefully it carries over into this weekend.
Is there some advantages to having an early bye week after 3 pretty tough games?
I think so, Jared. I mean, there's many ways of looking at it. The bottom line is that's when we got the bye. So what are we going to do? That's the way the schedule shook out. But it also allows you to work on things that you felt needed work. So that's what we did.
You guys get to open CCHA play this weekend, and it's kind of the kickoff of a stretch of games that are going to be really tough, right? It's never easy going to Ferris, and then after that, it's a real thick part of the schedule. Just, how do you keep the focus on just one game, one shift at a time?
Well, that's what you do. I mean, the guys know what they need to do. The coaches, know what we need to do. The bottom line is we're playing Ferris State right now, and the schedule's a dogfight for everybody. Nobody has an easy schedule. College hockey is competitive. Every league's competitive. Every game's competitive. So, again, you can't look at, the games next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now. It's all right now, and it's exciting to start playing for points. And I think the guys are excited about that.
You got a weird week, too, not being able to practice in here. Just how much for the wrench does that throw into the equation?
It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. We'll practice tomorrow here at the BCA, and then we'll go to Ferris. It's just the way things shake out, but that stuff's not a big deal. That's not a big deal, and the guys, it happens enough during the year that we have to do that. So.
When you talk about some of the things that you guys worked on, or talk to me about face-offs, because face-off percentage is probably something you want to see a little bit of improvement on.
Absolutely, we did work on that today. Actually, we after practice. So much of it you need to work on it, but a lot of it's just a mindset. And last week after the St. Cloud series, we not only challenged our centers, we also challenged our wings, and it's like the line of scrimmage. And once that ball's hiked, once that puck is dropped, there's a lot of 50-50 pucks. That's the one thing. I mean, a lot of face-offs, there's 50-50 pucks. Who's going to win the 50-50 puck battle? And we just felt we lost too many 50-50 battles against St. Cloud.
You look at guys like Judson and Yuri who have better face-off percentages than they did last year. It's kind of some trust that they're going to, return to the mean a little bit just over time.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. I think there's a small sample size right now, and we'll just make sure we look at that. We'll assess that a little bit more after there's a bigger sample size.
I think that after the St. Cloud weekend, we were a little banged up. So having the weekend off and getting guys healthy and making sure, we're together as a team going into Ferris was obviously a big focus. And, for a team aspect on the ice, we know Ferris is a physical team. Their rink's pretty small. So going to have to funnel everything to the net is a big thing that we focus on this week in the offensive zone. So, and then obviously individually just getting more, coagulated with the systems, understanding where I need to be, and just kind of playing with the guys that I've been playing with and trying to build more and more chemistry is, a big focus that we've been going after this week too.
Your line has been outstanding this year, and I know it's a couple of transfers on that line. Are you a little bit surprised in yourself how well you guys clicked so fast?
I wouldn't say surprised, just because I know that all three of us are really good players. So, it's more just, getting reps in practice and understanding our patterns and understanding where guys are going to be is a big thing that we've been getting after. But, point production can come from any line, whether that be first or fourth. So, for us, that's not really our mentality. It's just go out there and play together and play hard. And, at the end of the day, it's been working out for us. So
you get your first taste of the CCHA play this weekend. What are you most looking forward to about this?
I'm just excited to get acclimated within the division. Understand that, every game counts. Every game counts no matter what throughout the year. But, obviously divisional games mean a little bit more to us. And, I'm just excited to get on the road with the guys and, get that first taste of the CCHA games.
When you guys are on a bye and, there's obviously games going on elsewhere around the country. How in tune are you to, say in August, and Omaha, Minnesota State, North Dakota, those kinds of series?
Yeah, whether we're playing or off, I think it's pretty common for guys to check out other games and see what's going on around the league. And obviously when you have an off weekend, you're even more inclined to check out the other games. So I think that's just part of hockey, is checking out your opponents, and even whether you're playing or whether you're not playing, is making sure you understand who you're playing against when you do come up to those teams.
Does that kind of create even a little bit more urgency to get back after it after a weekend off?
Yeah. I mean, for me personally, I like weekends off just to rest the body, but I also not a big fan of weekends off, just because I like to go, I like to play games, I like to get after other teams. So I'm fired up to get back after it this weekend.
We played two really good teams, learned a lot, and I think we're gonna come out stronger for this upcoming weekend. So they helped us a lot for the upcoming weeks, I think.
You had a pretty good bye week, didn't you?
Yeah, it was great. We had a good time with the boys, and we had a great week of practice, so we're ready for this week.
You had a hole-in-one.
Yeah, I did, actually. My first one. That was insane. And the best part was, I was playing with Shitzy, and the other guys were at hole 16, so they were right there and running up to the hole with us and everything. So that was just insane.
What? So you were on 16?
No, I played on hole 7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were down there, so they came running up, and all were just hyped and everything. So it was crazy.
What club did you use?
Pitching wedge.
Pitching wedge?
Yeah.
Talk about what those moments can do for a bye week. You're away from the rink for a weekend, away from the road. It's early in the season. You guys are still getting to know each other a little bit. How important is just the little things like that?
Yeah, it's super important. We got a new group of guys, so to be able to hang out and get to know each other, that's super important for the team and for the rest of the year. So yeah, of course, a bye weekend it's boring to not play games, but I think it's good for the group overall. So it was great.
Sure. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Same thing. You guys went from playing in a huge rink at St. Cloud State, and now you're going to this small little thing different. Have you seen a rink like Ferris State before, or are you used to playing anything like that, or how do you get used to it?
I don't know. I didn't play that game last year, so I haven't been there, so I don't know. But I heard it's a small rink, so it's probably gonna be fast, physical, and all that stuff. So we just gotta be ready for it and know what we're coming to. So I think it will be fine. I think.
How important is it to go out and get wins this weekend, first weekend of CCHA play?
Oh, super important. To have a good start is always great. It's a great feeling, and a good feeling for a group too. Come in with some positivity in the early of the year. So that would be huge for sure.